These two teams are opposite their starting five. St. Anthony's all seniors, of course, and Kellenberg 4 juniors and 1 sophomore, Nicholas Spinoza, number 21 in blue. Definitely play to watch out for tonight.
Yeah, we have a great game ahead of us. I can't say it enough. Last time these two teams met, there wasn't a lot of scoring going on. Very defensive matchup.
Kenny been doing some predictions lately. Last week against the United States knocking it in last night.
I'm 2 for 2 on my predictions. I hope that I can keep that streak going tonight. I got St. Anthony's coming out on top of that.
And here we go. Fresh 8 minutes in the clock. St. Anthony's in the white, going from left to right on your screens. Kellenberg in the blue, going from right to left. Here's John Harrod with the ball being guarded by Michelle, and here's Corey Bernard. Bernard gets it over to Lopez, now to Tyler Lyons. Lyons getting over to Reed. Solid ball movement by the Fire so far. Here's Harrod getting into the post to Lyons. Lyons getting it over to Bernard. Shot clock under 10 seconds. Gets it to Lopez inside. Giving Lopez a nice move. Can't finish it. Rebound there by Spinoza. That'll be a foul on Kellenberg. Retains possession. Bernard takes a 3. He's wide open. No good. Lines at the offensive rebound. That one's no good. No good the ball to Kellenberg as last touch by Tyrone.
Something to watch out for tonight. Definitely some free throws that we had last time we live casted against St. Mary's. Especially a lot of trips to win, and very successful. Just 2 of their free throws.
Turnover there by Wilson. Now here's the Friars. Harewood gets it out to Regan. Now to Antonio Lopez. That's good. 3-0 Friars.
Amazing shot from the big man outside the perimeter. Something that you don't really expect to see. He's a tall guy. You expect him to get up in the post and try and get those layups, try and get the dunk. But he shoots from outside the perimeter and gets it in.
That's what's so deadly about Antonio Lopez. Now inside to Spinoza, the super sophomore. That one's knocked away. But Michaud takes it back. Inside, ball, he finishes. 3-2 now. Flyers lead. Inside to Harewood. Harewood finishes the layup. 5-2 St. Anthony's lead with just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Harewood played the defense.
He's keeping the shoulder with the ball. He'll have to play a big role with Richie Wiggin out due to sickness. And here's ball inside to Dan Wilson. Wilson, the big man, had 10 points against St. Anthony's last time. And back to Wilson on the perimeter. He drives. That one's turned over. Steal by Tyrone Lyons. Here's St. Anthony's in transition. Lyons, he loses it, still retains possession, and the Friars are setting it.
Tyrone getting that steal on the other end of the court really shows off his ability, his strength to win those matchups when it comes to situations like that.
Harewood loses it. Here's ball. Ball gets fouled by Corey Bernard. Inbounding for Kellenberg is Sean Ball. Ball inside to Wilson. Wilson puts the layup up. No good. He gets an offensive rebound, and he puts that one back in.
Amazing effort right there, taking his own rebound and putting it right back in the basket. Amazing effort.
There's the Michael Regan in the corner. Regan, of course, an excellent three-point shooter. Now to Harewood, back to Regan. Regan fires for three. That one's no good. Lopez with an amazing keeping to Tyrone Lyons. What an athletic play by Antonio Lopez right there. Here's Corey Bernard being guarded by Ethan Michaud. Inside to Tyrone Lyons. Lyons puts it up, and good. Lyons had 18 points against the Firebirds last time, so that jump shot's good. 7-4 Friars lead. Last time Lyons had 23 points against St. Mary's. And here's Nicholas Spinoza. He puts up a three. That's no good. Rebound by Bull. That's no good either. Rebound by Lyons.
Tyrone showing off that amazing vertical. He's just really showing off how great
this time he loses it. That's Bull on the steal. He drives. And he is fouled on the play. And Bernard commits the foul. Bull will go to the line. Sean Bull is season high 19 points versus Calhoun. The last time against St. Anthony's, he only had 2 points in it.
This is his first free throw. Maybe he can make it his next one.
Last time out against Holy Trinity, Bull dropped 12 points. He's, of course, looking to continue his hot streak in this game. That free throw is no good.
Kellenberg starts like I said earlier, that's something to watch out for tonight as the Friars killed it from the line in their last game against St. Mary's.
Bull will get another opportunity at the line now. 7-4 Friars lead, just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Free throw is up, and it is good. 7-5 St. Anthony's leads. Here's Corey Bernard. Bernard passes over to Harewood. Harewood inside to Lopez. Now to Regan in the corner. Now Bernard being guarded by Michaud. Inside to Lopez being guarded by Spinoza. Lopez loses it. That's another turnover for the Friars.
The Friars have to try and limit these turnovers that they've been giving away tonight. That's a couple just in the first quarter alone.
Now Michaud sends it over to Sean Bull. Bull to Lockman. Lockman fires for three. That one is good. 8-7 Firebirds lead. Lockman is better than three-point shooter when he gets the chance. Now Michael Regan looks to respond. That one's no good. Rebound there by Bull. Here's the Kellenberg transition game. Bull puts it up. No good. Rebound there by Lyons. Here's Tyrone Lyons. Passes it in the corner. Now to Michael Regan. Regan inside to Harewood. Harewood with the drive. Puts it up. And that one looks like Kellenberg got all ball on that one. And St. Anthony's will inbound it. Harewood to Bernard. Bernard now to Lopez on the top of the key. Bernard gets it back. Now to Tyrone Lyons. Lyons pulls up. That one's no good. And that one looks to be a foul on St. Anthony's. This is the exact start you need for Kellenberg. Not a lot of people expecting them to really be in this game. And they're playing really well in the first quarter.
Definitely what you want as a player. Not only a player, but as a coach, to get something going.
Michaud on the drive has an offensive foul. So St. Anthony's will take over. And Andre Snowdy checks into the game for Michael Regan. You know, we've talked about Snowdy a lot, just a sophomore, of course, bright future.
Yeah, he's a great athlete coming off the bench, doing what needs to be done lot going for him, not only this year, but in the years to come.
Offensive rebound by Tyrone Lyons. He puts that one in, gives the Friars a 1-point lead. Michaud with the pass to Lockman. Lockman on the drive, and Lopez with the block. He had 6 of those last time when St. Anthony's faced off against Kellenberg. Transition game for the Friars. Lyons puts it up. That's no good. Rebound by Snowdy.
Amazing rebound by Snowdy there.
Great ball movement by the Friars here. And that'll be a blocking foul as it looks to go on Dan Wilson. Lopez will take a break, and Louis Stallone checks back in. Excuse me, checks in.
For St. Anthony's, only a sophomore as well, just like Snowdy. Both amazing players coming off the bench. Their sophomore year, playing for the Varsity basketball team, especially one that has such great talent like St. Anthony's.
There's Ethan Michaud. Of course, he's taking over the point guard position to Richie Wigham, who's out due to illness. Now Michaud gets it to Ball. Ball pulls up. No good. Rebound there by Tyrone Lyons. And this is the transition game for the Friars. Harewood inside to Stallone. Stallone gets it to Snowdy. Snowdy pulls up. That one's good. Snowdy gets on the board for the Friars.
The Friars are really showing their shooting capabilities tonight. Not really going for a lot of layups. Out of Tyrone Lyons yet. But definitely a lot of shooting capability on this team.
Here's Nick Spinoza. He's been quiet so far. He's one of Kellenberg's top players. He gets the drive. That one's no good. Great defense by Stallone.
Great defense by Stallone.
Here's Harewood being guarded by Ball. Just under 40 seconds here left in the first quarter. Friars lead 11-8. Harewood gets it inside to Lyons. Lyons turns it over. Now here's Ethan Michaud. Michaud gets it to Wilson. Now Spinoza gets it into the corner for number 20. Just under 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Looks to be the final possession of Corey Bernard being guarded by Sean Ball. There's Tyrone Lyons. Lyons pulls up. That one is good.
That is the end of the first quarter. Friars with a 13-8 lead. Right after we said that was the start of the third quarter, they really kind of let it go on offense and defense right there. And the Friars come back and get it up to 13-8.
6-0 run to end the quarter for the Friars. We will be back after this short break.
Coaches just gave their team the plan that they want to execute for the second quarter, and let's see which team can execute it better.
Kai Murphy coming off the bench to start the second quarter. Of course, in the last live stream, we talked a lot about him. Terrific athlete.
Yeah, definitely an excellent athlete, not only on the court, but he definitely dominates the football season. He's an excellent defensive back.
And here's the dish inside. That one is laid up. No good. Offensive rebound by Michaud. Michaud to the corner. That one's no good either. Offensive rebound by Corey Bernard.
Kellenberg not able to get anything off of that possession. A couple of attempts there, but nothing.
Here's Louis Stallone being double teamed, and he turns that one over. Now Michaud in transition. He lays that one up. That one's no good. Rebound by Harewood. And there's a whistle on the floor. St. Anthony's will retain possession. Thomas Chipola for Kellenberg will enter. believe that's Harewood. That one's good.
Amazing shooting by John Harewood right there. Definitely one of the star athletes on St. Anthony's basketball team.
16-8 Friars lead. Kellenberg will take a timeout, and the tide has really turned so far here. That is, I believe, a 9-0 run for St. Anthony's.
9-0 run since the second that we started talking about how that's the start that Kellenberg needed for this game. Definitely, Kellenberg needs to start working on their offensive reach. It's not only, they've been playing pretty good defense despite the 9-0 run, really doing whatever they can do, but they just haven't been able to reach the net at all on any layups or shots. They just got to improve on offense.
St. Anthony's transition game is always there, but the shooting tonight is what's really sticking out for the Friars.
Yeah, that's something that you can notice right from the get-go in the pregame warm-ups. Last stream against St. Mary's, pregame warm-ups. Some shots were going in, some shots weren't. But if you were here tonight and you watched the pregame warm-ups tonight, St. Anthony's pregame shots, they were ready to come out here next game and show them.
Inside to Chipola. They back out. Now here's Spinoza in the corner. He fires one. That's no good either. And it looks like that one will stay with Kellenberg. Last touch there by Makai Murphy. Inbounding is Lockman. Here's Brasky. Brasky coming off the bench. Kellenberg gets it to Spinoza inside. Spinoza, the sophomore. He puts one up. And that one is blocked by Stallone.
Excellent defense by Stallone right there. And then Snowdy getting that.
Harewood turns that one over. Here's Michaud with the steal. He gets that one to Lockman. Lockman back to Michaud. The layup is up, and it's good. 16-10 Friars lead with 6:20 left in the second quarter.
Firebirds right there breaking the streak that St. Anthony's had going there. But they're going to need more than that to be able to come back from this 6-point deficit.
Here's Makai Murphy on the drive. He turns out and over now Spinoza with the steal. Here's Locken for three. That one's no good. Offensive rebound by Brasky. He puts that one up. That one's no good either. Bernard with the rebound. Harewood gets it back out to Makai Murphy. Murphy, the junior guard, being guarded by Brasky. Now back to Harewood in the corner. Harewood with the drive. He puts it up. No, excuse me, passes to Bernard in the corner. That one's up, and it's good. Corey Bernard for three.
Yeah, just another example of St. Anthony's excellent shooting capability tonight. These guys really getting out here to play tonight. On the board right now, in the pregame warm-ups, they were sitting on their shots, and they want to make a statement tonight. Because like we said earlier, everyone can sit right now. This would be your overall matchup if the playoffs were today. So if I was the Friars, if I was the head coach, I would come out here and make a statement that we don't want to mess with.
Here's Blocker being guarded by Snowdy. And there's a whistle on the floor. Correa and Lyons both checking. And it looks like it will stay with Kellenberg. Shaw checks into Spinoza. Under 5 seconds in the shot clock. Shaw has it. They need to put up a shot. And it looks like that'll be a shot clock violation, and it is.
Shot clock violation. One thing that Kellenberg really needs to work on right now is not their defense, but getting any type of offense. They were able to hit a layup here and there, but it was just not enough. The Friars have a 9-point lead. It's 19-10 with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go. The Firebirds really just want to get some type of offense going.
Here's Snowdy with the drive. He gets it to Stallone. Stallone being guarded by Chipola. He gets it to Tyrone Lyons. Lyons with the drive. He puts it up, and he finishes. Tyrone Lyons.
Tyrone Lyons was demonstrating his shooting capabilities earlier, and now he's showing his ability to get in the paint and find the rim and really get those points on the board for his team.
Here's Michaud. Michaud with the drive. He turns that one over. Friars in transition. Murphy to Correa. Correa puts up, and he is stuffed. Nicholas Spinoza. What a block.
Amazing defensive play by the Firebirds right there. Really able to stop that breakaway and get the block on that shot. Amazing.
Spinoza, just a sophomore. Kellenberg, they really found the guy there. Last time against St. Anthony's, he dropped 8 points. but the refs do call Spinoza did get a piece of Correa. He goes to the line, and he sends the first one.
A player on the Friars tonight that is having an amazing showing tonight is Tyrone Lyons. The last time they met with Kellenberg, he put up 18 points and got 6 rebounds, and he is just almost repeating that same performance. He's playing amazing for the Friars, getting the points that he can get, amazing defense, getting the rebounds.
Now Brasky in trouble. He gets it out to Dan Wilson. Wilson, of course, a great player on the gridiron, too. He drives, gets it to Michaud in the corner. Michaud back out to Wilson. Great defense by the Friars so far here. Back out to Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Snowden.
Less than 10 seconds on the shot clock, and that's a foul.
The team defense by the Friars has been impressive so far. But now St. Anthony's turns it over. Kellenberg regroups, and here's Brasky. Brasky pulls up. That one's no good. Rebound by Lyons.
Amazing defensive effort by St. Anthony's tonight. They're really playing some great lockdown defense out here.
Here's Correa. Correa with the drive, getting it over to Lopez. Back to Lyons in the corner, being guarded by Chipola. Now over to Javon Burke, the junior guard. To Snowden, gets it inside to Lyons. Lyons puts it up, and it's good. The reverse layup, and it falls.
Amazing effort by Tyrone Lyons tonight, showing that he doesn't want him or his team to be messed with doubt and going into the playoffs.
Here is Brasky to Wilson. Wilson on the drive, getting it out to Brasky again. Brasky being guarded by Lyons. Brasky. Great defense by Lyons right here. Getting it over to Stockdale. Now here's Michaud. And Michaud is actually it's an offensive foul. St. Anthony's will take over. And Kenny, the Friars defense, is doing it again here. Just 2:36 left in the second quarter, and the Firebirds only have 10 points on the board.
Yeah, amazing effort by St. Anthony's defense. Not only an amazing effort by the defense, but they are getting it going on offense. Almost every possession, ending the possession by finding the net. Something that Kellenberg has not been able to do.
Now Lopez gets it inside to Lyons. There's a whistle on the floor. It will be Kellenberg ball.
Offensive foul number 35, Tyrone Lyons. His first, team's third.
Lyons is the one that commits the foul.
14.
And here's Michaud being guarded by Javon Burke. Here's Brasky being guarded by Lyons. He gets it to Spinoza. Spinoza now out to Dan Wilson. Wilson to Brasky. Now here's the drive by Lockman. Lockman puts it up. That one's no good. Rebound by Spinoza. Spinoza puts it up. Cora got a hand in there. Now here's the transition game for the Friars. Tyrone Lyons gets up and dunks it.
Amazing effort by Tyrone Lyons tonight, showing his ability to hit the layups, hit his shots, and then give the crowd a show right there and get it done for his team.
We've talked about his athletic ability there, and on that drive he shows it. Here's Michaud to Spinoza. Spinoza gets doubled. He gets out to Dan Wilson. Wilson puts it up. That one's no good. Michaud with the offensive rebound. Gets it over to Brasky. That one's no good either. The rebound there was by Snowden.
That possession right there shows exactly what problems Kellenberg has been having all night. Just the inability to finish off their possessions and find the net. And that is why they only have 10 points on the scoreboard right now.
26-10 lead. Friars up by 16 points with 1:17 left in the second quarter. Xavier Green checks in for the Friars as Javon Burke dribbles just over half court.
As of right now, St. Anthony's has more than, after that shot right there, St. Anthony's has more than doubled their score since the first quarter. Kellenberg has only been able to put up 2 more points in this one.
28-10 lead for the Friars, just under a minute here. Bull getting it over to Stockdale. Whistle on the floor. They're trying to get it inside to Spinoza.
Foul number 13, Tony Lopez. His
Antonio Lopez is the one who commits the foul. Ball will stay with Kellenberg.
You can see right now, just in like Antonio Lopez on the screen, you can see through his stature and his energy. This is an easy game for the Friars. They're up 28-10 right now. Less than a minute to go in the second quarter.
Now here's the drive by Lockman, and that will be a traveling violation on the Firebirds. It's a dominant second quarter for St. Anthony's, holding Kellenberg to 2 points. 28-10 lead for St. Anthony's right now with just 30 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Javon Burke. Burke getting over Lyons. What a game Lyons has had so far.
Lyons having an amazing game right now. He had an amazing game Tuesday night against St. Mary's. Amazing game last time with St. Anthony's. Just an amazing athlete. North Carolina is definitely getting amazing play.
Lopez on the drive, and he finishes.
Lopez also another excellent athlete. No commitment anywhere yet, but he's somebody to definitely look at.
End of the first half, St. Anthony's leads 30-10, flat out dominant first half performance, Kenny.
And something that I thought was going to be a defensive, in a defensively owned game, definitely a shootout for the Friars tonight, putting up 30 points in the first half alone, while Kellenberg's only been able to put up 10.
Yeah, and Tyro Lyons, Antonio Lopez, both 2 guys who've just been dominant tonight.
Yeah, amazing performance tonight. If I was the Kellenberg coaches going into the locker room tonight, I just want to make my guys, tell them they have to start finding the net. They definitely need an offensive showing tonight, and I feel like if they fix their problems on offense, that the Friars having a 20-point lead right now, that's more on the offense than it is on their defense.
And we'll be back after this short break.
welcome back to the stream. We have a great matchup here tonight between Kellenberg and St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's up by 20 right now. If I was Kellenberg's coach going into the locker room before this halftime break, I would tell my guys they got to start finding the net. One thing that Kellenberg's really struggled with tonight was finding the net, and that is obvious in the score that we have on the scoreboard right now. And I don't think it's a defensive problem. I just think that Kellenberg hasn't been able to find the net enough to really cut down that deficit.
You know, they have a big man, Nicholas Spinoza, but then to him inside, of course, they're double teaming the perimeter for Kellenberg. Passing Berg, got to be able to knock down shots. A couple players that can do that, Sean Bull, Sean Locken. They need to be able to hit shots here to get Kellenberg back in this game.
Yeah, if I was Kellenberg right now, I would take whatever I could get. I wouldn't be trying to hit threes or anything fancy. I would just be trying to get points on the board. Something that St. Anthony's has really been excelling with tonight is from anywhere on the court they have been scoring, whether it's been three-point shooting from outside the perimeter or Tyrone really taking it right to the rim and getting that amazing dunk earlier. Just St. Anthony's has been dominating all around. Defense, offense, whatever you want. St. Anthony's has been delivering.
Yeah, Lyons and Lopez so far have been two guys who have just been fantastic.
Yeah, 100%. Tyrone has a great showing out here tonight. Like I said earlier, North Carolina A&T definitely getting an amazing player next season.
The size advantage for St. Anthony's is really showing today. Lopez and Lyons have really been putting on a nice performance.
And those two guys not only showing the size advantage between St. Anthony's and Kellenberg, because those two big guys, they haven't just been taking it to the rim and getting the dunks and getting the amazing layups, but they've been really showing their perimeter shooting and shooting from right outside the paint. They've just been having an amazing game tonight.
Just moments away from starting the second half, and here we go. Kellenberg now going from left to right on your screen. St. Anthony's going from right to left. Here's Corey Bernard getting to Antonio Lopez. Starting five back out on the court for the Friars. Regan to Harewood. Harewood's been quiet so far. He gets out to Bernard. Bernard to Lopez. Lopez being guarded by Spinoza. Lopez on the drive, gets it to Lyons. Lyons puts it up, and that one's good.
Tyrone Lyons coming off that amazing performance in the first half and just emanating the same excellence starting here in the second half with that early score.
Now here's Bull. Bull in the corner. He pulls up. That one's no good. Rebound there by Michael Regan.
Mike Regan, an amazing player for St. Anthony's.
He pulls up. That one's no good. Rebound by Michaud. Michaud guarded by Harewood. He drives. And he loses that one, but he'll stay with Kellenberg.
Definitely an amazing game out here for the Friars tonight, really making a statement considering, like we said earlier in the stream, if the playoffs were to happen today with the way the seeding is, this would be your quarterfinal matchup for the Catholic High School League. So St. Anthony's really coming out here and making a huge statement.
Michaud puts one up for three. That one's no good either. Lopez with the rebound. He gets it to Harewood. Harewood with the pass to Bernard. But he is fouled as the basket is no good.
On a wide open three like that, with a miss like that, you really got to wonder what can be done for Kellenberg's offense, what they can do to really start up and get that flame going so they can start cutting into this deficit early in the third. Because the only way that they can come back from this is if they start cutting into this deficit starting immediately.
Bernard's first free throw is no good. We'll get another shot out of here.
This is a spot that St. Anthony's really shined in their last game against St. Mary's. St. Anthony's just being able to hit all the free throws. They only missed two, both coming from Tyrone Lyons in the matchup with St. Mary's.
And here's Michaud. Michaud looking to redeem himself after that last missed three on the last possession. Michaud gets it to Wilson. Wilson with the drive. And he gets it out to Bull. Bull loses it. That's Lopez on the defense, and here's John Harewood gets it. He passes it over to Lopez. Lopez driving on Spinoza. He puts it up. That one's no good. Rebound by Wilson. Here's Kellenberg in the transition game. Dan Wilson passes it out.
I think that's going to be a huge factor for Kellenberg right now. If they want to start making a comeback, it's definitely going to be a redemption factor out here tonight. That with the way they played in the first half, that they really want to come out here in the second half and show that that was just a little bit of a screw up on their part, but they can really come back and put some points on the board.
Kellenberg's turnover, St. Anthony's takes over. Lyons gets it to Harewood in the corner. Harewood the draw, pass it to Regan. Regan pulls up for three. That one's good.
Mike Regan really showing off and demonstrating his shooting ability right there. Lockdown defender, amazing shooter. just an amazing player overall.
Gets it to Wilson inside. Now to Spinoza. Spinoza puts that one up, and it falls.
That is Kellenberg's first points of the quarter, and only their that's only their fourth point put on the board since the end of the first quarter. But that's definitely what they need. They need to get something going on offense, no matter what it is.
Regan pulls up again. That one's no good. Rebound by Lyons, and one.
Amazing display of athleticism right there by Lyons. See that big smile on his face. He knows he made an amazing play right there. Just amazing offensive effort by St. Anthony's right there.
Tyrone Lyons putting on a show. I mean, we saw it with that dunk and now extremely athletic putback. That gives the Friars a 38-12 lead with 5:31 left in the third quarter.
Tyrone, his team has the lead. He knows his team has the lead. He's been putting on a show for the crowd out here tonight with the behind-the-back layup, getting that dunk earlier, showing off some shooting capability earlier. And he drains his free throw right there, just like he did all the time against St. Mary's on Tuesday night.
Yeah, he went for 10 for 11 on the line against St. Mary's. Put 23 on that night, and he's on track to do it again tonight.
Yeah, definitely a dominant performance by Tyrone tonight.
Here's Nick Spinoza being guarded by Regan. He gets it to Wilson. Wilson loses it. The steal is by Bernard. Now here's Regan transition back to Bernard, and Bernard is fouled hard.
Bernard's going to take his second or third trip to the line for the night. Definitely somewhere that the Friars really excelled in on Tuesday night, and looking to get that fire going on the free throw line tonight, just like they did Tuesday.
Bernard went 1 for 2 at his last appearance on the line, and in the first half he sunk a three-pointer. First free throw's up, and it is good. Last time out against St. Mary's, Bernard dropped 8 points. He grabbed a couple rebounds, and his second free throw is good.
Yeah, like we said earlier, another player, he's been having an excellent game, Tyrone Lyons. Not only having an excellent game in this game, but last game out, he dropped 23 points, and he had 8 rebounds and made 10 free throws. And last time he saw Kellenberg, he put up 18 points and got 6 rebounds. Just a tremendous performance tonight, and you can see that it is something that is trending for him. It's not something that's on and off. He just constantly comes out here and dominates.
Just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 41-12 lead for St. Anthony's. Here's Brasky being guarded by Regan. Brasky gets it inside to Spinoza. Spinoza has a shot in the corner. He puts one up. That one's no good. And it'll be St. Anthony's ball, last touch by Wilson. Of course, we were mentioning Antonio Lopez. Last time against the Firebirds, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 blocks. He's showing that rim protection here tonight as well.
Yeah, definitely a lot of defense going on tonight by the Friars. Very defensive team all around, especially against St. Mary's last time. A lot of defense going on that game. And the last time they met with St. Mary's prior to Tuesday night, that was another defensive showing with only a 4-point deficit in the final score of St. Anthony's wins.
Harewood is fouled there by Chipola. He will get 2 shots at the line now.
This is Harewood's first trip to the line for the night. And he sinks his first, and let's see if he can duplicate that on the second shot.
Last time against Kellenberg, Harewood dropped 13 points and had a couple assists as well. He's been really consistent all season, Kenny. Team captain, just a pure leader.
Yeah, this whole senior starting 5 has been excellent since the get-go. Really amazing starting 5 for anybody. And speaking of a senior starting 5, if you look on the court now, Kai Murphy has checked in along with Javon Burke, both juniors. Both amazing players, definitely have a bright future ahead of them.
Wilson's pass goes out of bounds. Nobody on the Friars touched it, so it'll be St. Anthony's possession. Murphy inbounds it to Javon Burke. And you know, Murphy and Burke, 2 juniors, that could be the backcourt tandem next season.
Yeah, 100%. 2 juniors, both very talented. They're going to have to step up and be leaders for this team next year after the whole entire starting 5 graduates this year. Definitely looking forward to seeing them as part of the starting 5 next year, hopefully. And definitely looking forward to the fall season to see Kai Murphy dominate his senior season.
Stockdale puts that one up for 3, and that one falls.
Amazing shot by Stockdale right there. That's really what his team needed. He needs a little bit of this offense needs a little bit of electricity, a little bit of a flame to get them going.
Lopez pulls up. That one is no good. Rebound by Spinoza.
And that's exactly what you want as in the Kellenberg team right there. Kai Murphy with an excellent steal right there, taking it down the court, trying to show off St. Anthony's amazing transition game.
Lopez pulls up. That one's no good. Javon Burke tips it back out to Lyons. That's a blocking foul there on Chipola. Kai Murphy, excellent steal. He shows that he's just dominant as a DB on the football field. Amazing vertical.
Yeah. Amazing vertical. He doesn't let the size difference between him and the guys who's guarding really get to him at all. He knows that he has a good vert. He knows that he can get out there and get those steals.
Murphy passes to Bernard. Murphy on top of the key. Passes to Lyons inside. Looks to get to Harewood, but that one's stolen. Spinoza, what a pass by Spinoza. Up there is Lockman, and that one's good.
That's another electrifying play that you really need as Kellenberg right there.
What a response by St. Anthony's. Antonio Lopez getting up there and finishing.
Amazing play by St. Anthony's. Right as Kellenberg thinks that they have that electrifying play that they need, St. Anthony's answers right back with an amazing play.
Transition game for St. Anthony's just will not be stopped. Lopez's first free throw is no good, so he does not complete the and one. And here's Michaud being guarded by Javon Burke, the battle of juniors right here. That's it inside to Spinoza. And that one will be a kick ball. Kellenberg will retain possession. Michaud will be the one inbounding.
Just a quick score update for everybody watching at home. The score is now 45-17 St. Anthony's with 2 minutes and just over 40 seconds to go.
Lopez with a great outlet pass to Lyons, and Lyons does the rest.
Tyrone really demonstrating that athleticism, really demonstrating his playmaking abilities. He will not be stopped. He is on a tear tonight, just doing everything he can to put as many points as possible on the board for his team.
And that'll be a travel on Chipola. St. Anthony's will take the ball back.
You can see whenever the camera hits Tyrone Lyons on the court, he has that big smile on his face. He knows that his team has this big lead. He knows that his team almost has this dub secured. Definitely something to be happy about tonight.
Here's Javon Burke, gets it to Lopez inside. Lopez with the move, gets it to Lyons on the perimeter. Lyons with the drive. He puts it up, and it's good again.
Another amazing layup by Tyrone Lyons. He cannot be stopped. And look at that. Amazing play by St. Anthony's right there. John Harewood blocks the inbound, puts it right into the net for another 2 points for St. Anthony's.
51-17 lead, just under 2 minutes in the third quarter. Here's Stockdale for three. That one's no good. Chipola with the rebound. He puts one up. That one is no good. Rebound there. Lyons with an amazing keep-in. He gets out one to Burke. Burke now to Makai Murphy. To Harewood being guarded by Lockman. Now the pass to Javon Burke. Burke to Harewood in the corner. Harewood with the drive. Now to Burke. Burke fires for three. That one is no good.
You see right now in the way Kellenberg's playing defense that they are fed up with the Friars putting points on the board. They are playing aggressive. They want to stop this score. They want to stop this scoring onslaught and really start putting up points for their own.
Amari Grant now checks into the game for Harewood. Grant, the junior guard.
Also Xavier Green on the side right here, about to go into the game. Amazing player. He's a junior for St. Anthony's right now. Also a football player, plays defensive end and defensive tackle for the Friars. Amazing player on the football field, and also a good player on the basketball court.
Ethan Michaud for Kellenberg takes a break as Sean Ball checks back in. As Lopez gets ready for his second free throw. It's up, and it is good. 53-17, St. Anthony's leads.
Amazing show out by the Friars tonight, really putting as many points as possible on the board tonight, showing that they are a force to be reckoned with going into the playoffs.
Stockdale puts too much on that shot as Lyons with the rebound. He gets it to Grant in the corner. That one's up. No good, off the rim. Spinoza with the rebound. And that'll be a foul. Kellenberg will stay with the ball.
Foul number 32, Xavier Green. His first, team second.
That's Green committing his first foul. Ball being guarded by Burke. Gets it inside to Dan Wilson. To Stockdale, over to Lockman. Lockman tries to keep it in, but he steps out of bounds. St. Anthony's takes over.
That's one thing you can see right now on that, on trying to keep it in bounds for the Firebirds right there. The Friars have been able to do some really athletic keep-ins tonight, and it's really shown on the scoreboard. Just an amazing put out by the Friars.
Burke's floater is no good. The rebound's by Ball. Ball loses it. It's Makai Murphy. Murphy will lay it in. 55-17. St. Anthony's now leads with just under 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
See, that's one thing about this team. This team doesn't have basketball players on it. They have athletes. It doesn't matter what position you put them at. They just go up. They have amazing vert. They have amazing speed. These guys just dominate no matter who you put in front of them.
Lyons tips the pass out of bounds, so that will stay with Kellenberg. Just under 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Lockman with the drive. He puts that one up, and it is good. Just under 10 seconds here. Burke dribbles over half court. Here's Javon. Showing off the handles. Burke now puts it up. Looks to be contact there. But Kellenberg, but no foul call. Kellenberg will have ball with just 1.3 left in the third quarter.
Unable to complete that last buzzer beater shot right there. Friars lead 55-19 going into the fourth quarter. Kellenberg really needs to start chopping into this lead here. They need something to start going on offense. They definitely need to start playing tougher on defense. They definitely have been playing aggressive on defense. They really want to get this ball back for their team, but it's just it's an onslaught for the Friars offense. They're having a field day with Kellenberg's defense tonight.
But one thing to look forward to if you are Kellenberg, all these kids out here, they're all juniors. So, I mean, you have pretty much your whole team back for next year. I think it's a huge step for them.
Yeah, definitely something amazing to look forward to. The Friars are losing their whole entire starting five as a graduating class this year. But like we've said earlier, you have a bunch of talented juniors and sophomores in Andrew Snowdy, Louis Stallone, Makai Murphy, Javon Burke, all coming back to play next year. So that's not something that St. Anthony's has to worry about, but it's definitely something that Kellenberg has to look forward to for next year.
And, you know, Coach Jack McCutcheon, great coach over at Kellenberg. 2015 and 2016, he led them to the championship game. This year in 6th place, but, you know, he's definitely got something up his sleeve for the future.
Yeah, I think Coach Logano wanted to come out here and make a statement tonight. Like we've said multiple times in the stream tonight, this would be your quarterfinal matchup if the playoffs were to go down today. So I think that Coach Logano and his coaching staff really wanted to come out here and make a statement along with all the players. They wanted to show that they are a force to be reckoned with heading into these playoffs.
Last time against Kellenberg, St. Anthony's won 50-26. After 3 quarters of play, St. Anthony's already put up 55 points.
Kellenberg has only put up 9 points since the start of the half. They need something to start going on offense. They need an electrifying play. They need to boost some player morale. They just need to get something done to put some more points on the board. And as we say it happens. Layup right there, 2 points on the board.
Spinoza with a beautiful move there. He lays it in. And there's Makai Murphy dribbling over half court. Gets it over to Javon Burke. Burke to Murphy. Murphy on the drive with a great pass to Xavier Green, and Green finishes. Murphy to Green, 57-21 Friars lead.
Amazing finish for Xavier Green right there. Like I said earlier, he's dominant on the gridiron. He's an amazing defensive lineman and really coming out and showing his skills on the basketball court tonight.
Speaking of the defensive lineman, Dan Wilson had ball there. He dishes it to Spinoza, and Spinoza puts it in, 57-23 now. Friars lead.
The one thing that Kellenberg's struggling with, they get to put a couple points on the board, but the second they put points on the board, St. Anthony's answers right back.
Murphy's shot's no good. Ball with the lead. He passes to Spinoza. Spinoza has 4 points so far in this quarter. He dishes out to Stockdale. He fires away for 3. That one is good. William Stockdale, the junior, the Roosevelt native, finishes 57-26. St. Anthony's leads.
definitely one of the plays that they need to start electrifying this offense. Hit a nice three from the corner, get your team hype, maybe get a defensive stop right now, get the ball back, march right down the court in a transition game, and get something going for your team. Start cutting into this deficit. With only 6 minutes to go, you really got to start. You got to start wanting it more.
And Murphy, he gets blocked. Rebound there by Grant. Now another chance. He puts that one in.
Amazing showing by Grant right there. Really, ball gets swatted down. He gets the rebound. Ball gets swatted again. He takes it again. Amazing effort by him right there.
Turnover transition game for the Friars, but a hard foul there. Looks like Burke was the one who went down.
You see it every single time the Friars get the ball back. Their transition game is almost perfect. They may not reach the net every time, but you see the athleticism in all of their players on the court, getting right down the court, getting right to the basket, and really starting out.
Dan Wilson was the one that committed the foul. So 2 shots and the ball back for the Friars, I believe. First one's no good by Burke. Now checking in for the Friars, Murphy takes a break, and Greg Campese comes into the game.
That is somebody that we couldn't stop talking about last week. Maybe not a huge performance for him Tuesday night against St. Mary's, but definitely we couldn't stop talking about him. He is the true definition of a student athlete here at St. Anthony's. 3-sport athlete, lacrosse, football, basketball. Good player on the court for basketball, an amazing lacrosse player. He's committed to Harvard for lacrosse after his senior year at St. Anthony's. And he's also the starting quarterback for a dominant powerhouse in St. Anthony's football. Definitely somebody to look forward to watching on the collegiate level in lacrosse. And who knows, maybe you'll see him take the gridiron from Harvard and give him a good quarterback.
Bransky gets to Stockdale. He fires away. That one is no good. Stockdale has 2 3-pointers on the game so far. We couldn't get that one before. It will be St. Anthony's possession. Burke just dribbling over the logo now. Gets it to Campese. Now to Grant. Back to Burke. Grant with the drive. Gets to Campese. Now to Mamanakis. That one's up. It's no good. Rebound by Spinoza. That is a hard foul on the floor. That'll be Kellenberg there. Just over 5 minutes left in this game. 60-26, St. Anthony's leads.
Yeah, 60-26 lead going into the playoffs, coming up relatively soon. As a St. Anthony's player, as Coach Regano, you can't really ask for a better showing out than this. St. Anthony's putting on a dominant performance against Kellenberg tonight. And just an amazing game.
Just over 5 minutes left in this game. Here's a drive by Lockman. There will be a foul on the floor. Lockman will now go to the line. Campese was the one who committed the foul.
Sean Lockman to the line, 2 shots.
Lockman, the Long Beach native, he really showed out this season when he dropped 21 points on St. Dominic's. And of course, St. Dom's is St. Anthony's next competitor.
Yeah, that's another matchup to look forward to. 2 amazing teams going into the playoffs. St. Anthony's is trying to make as many statements as possible, showing that they are not a team to be, they are a force to be reckoned with going into the playoffs, that they wanted bad.
Both free throws by Lockman fall. 60-28 lead now. And here's the drive by Grant. Outside to Campese. That one's no good. Rebound there by number 32, Brendan Petinato. Bransky regains possession. Gets to Stockdale in the corner. He fires away. That one's no good. Great rebound by Javon Burke.
Really showing off that vertical right there to get up and get over number 4, Bransky, and just get that rebound for his team and take it right back down the court, hoping to put some more points on the board with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left to go.
Here's Alex Mamanakis, player that we haven't really talked about much. He's another one of those sophomores that just has a lot of potential. Big, athletic, definitely bright future.
Yeah, you made it a point earlier to say that Kellenberg has something to look forward to in most of their starters and most of their guys coming off the bench, coming back in returning years. And that's something that St. Anthony's not really has to worry about, but it's something that's definitely going to change the play style of this team. That their whole entire starting five is graduating this year, but they definitely have a lot of underclassmen talent that's coming up and staying on this team. In Andrew Snowdy, Lewis Stallone, Kai Murphy.
Here's a steal by Grant. He slams it.
Play right there. Just as we start listing off those underclassmen that are coming back, that's an underclassman in Grant, graduating next year in his only in his junior year right now, putting on a dominant play right there for St. Anthony's.
Pettinato responds though with the and one, and of course Pettinato, he's actually one of the 2 seniors on this Kellenberg roster. They don't have many of them, but he is of course one of them.
Yeah, Kellenberg, they definitely have. They can look forward to getting most of their guys back for next year. Only 2 graduating seniors on that starting 5. They're going to be getting a lot of their guys back next year, and they can hopefully they can put on a more dominant performance coming up next year.
So Pettinato does complete the and one. There's Campese running the point. He's being guarded by Karaski. He dribbles just over the low one. Grant loses it, but he gets it back. Gets it to Campese. That's it, Xavier Green. Green with the drive. He finishes it. The junior.
Amazing play by Xavier Green right there. He's another big guy on the court. Definitely somebody to look forward to watching this year.
Three-pointer is no good. That one's ripped away by Green. Here's Campese. Campese on the drive. And he finishes. He splits the defense, and he lays it in.
St. Anthony's really demonstrating right now their ability to cut through the defense and find the net. As you can see by the 66 points that the Friars have put on the board tonight, they do not want to be. They want to meet. They want to make it known that they are a force to be reckoned with, not only in this game, not only in the next game, not only their prior games, but going into the playoffs. They are going to be. They're going to keep putting on dominant performances.
The traveling violation was on Sean Lockman as he takes a break now. And St. Anthony's will inbound. Here's Campese. Now a lot of the bench players getting time here. Just under 3 minutes left. St. Anthony's 66-31. Here's Mamanakis for 3. That one's no good. Kept in by Grant. What a play. We've seen that a lot from the Friars today. Here's the pull-up. That one's no good. And the bench almost imploded after that. If that went in, the roof would have fell off this place. Here's Stockdale with the rebound. Great defense by Mamanakis. The Firebirds do get it over half court.
That's one thing that you can see here tonight by the way the bench is reacting to their players playing tonight. They're not only a team, but they have a brotherhood between all of them. They see one of their, they see somebody coming off the bench, making plays, getting some playing time, getting their minutes, and they support them 100%. They don't stop paying attention. They're watching just as avidly as the people at home watching the live stream, the people in the stands watching the game, and they're in it to see their guys do good.
Rashad showing off his athleticism as he gets the basket through the foul.
Able to complete the end one and make it a 3-point play.
Shaw's had a solid season so far. He won MVP of Game 2 in the Karate Classic and a win over St. John's Prep. Here's Mamanakis. The sophomore gets it over to Campese. Mamanakis being guarded by Michaud. As he gets it to Grant. Grant puts it up, and that one is good. Grant putting a nice show coming off the bench here.
Yeah, Grant really making his case for being part of that starting 5 next year. Like we said earlier, Grant is in his junior year right now, so he's going to be returning next year. Like I said, making his case to be in the starting 5 next year. He's really putting on a show coming off the bench tonight.
Other news in Friar sports, last night at Dix Hills Ice Rink, St. Anthony's hockey team won Game 1 of the championship series against Chaminade in overtime. Game 2 Saturday night.
Amazing game for the hockey team last night, winning 5-4 with that overtime goal by Nick Kazi. Hat trick by the sophomore sensation, Matthew Cornado. Amazing players. Definitely a team to look forward to watching in the future.
8 p.m. Saturday night at Caniac Park Ice Rink. It should be good. But now here, Kellenberg getting it up. That one is blocked. And now is a Armani Grant getting a piece of it. Here's a steal by Brasky. Brasky puts it up.
And it is good.
68-37, the Friars still lead just under a minute 30 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mamanakis. Now Campese putting on the moves. But the shot's no good. Mamanakis with the putback. 70-37, Friars lead.
Amazing teamwork right there to get the points on the board for the Friars. And you can see or probably hear from the bench that they're getting their players hyped up. And everybody's excited to see these guys coming off the bench playing.
Stockdale's shot is no good, but it will remain with Kellenberg. Just under a minute here, and it's pretty much safe to say that the Friars came out to play tonight. Stockdale fires for three, and that one is good. That's his third three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, the Friars definitely came out to play tonight. Definitely wanted to come out here and make a statement, get that win. And we couldn't ask for a better performance out of your players if you were coaching them. Definitely great showing on the offense, great showing on defense. Everywhere on the court, St. Anthony's showing off their athleticism, showing off their playmaking abilities, and just really delivering on a night that not a lot of people came out for, but definitely a performance that you would want to be watching.
Now William Stockdale goes to the line. That one is good. Of course, the starters really put on a show, but the kids coming off the bench for the Friars, they had a good contribution tonight.
Yeah, an amazing contribution to the team effort tonight. And like we said earlier, this isn't like any other sport where you start getting a blowout and you stop paying attention on the bench. These guys are really supporting their underclassmen teammates, their guys coming off the bench, and getting hype on every single play, no matter how big, how little, and really just showing out for their guys tonight.
22.5 seconds left in the game. St. Anthony's 70-41 lead. As this is Stockdale inbound.
I think it's safe to say that my pregame prediction was correct, and I am now 3 for 3 on the year.
Stockdale air balls, and just under 10 seconds left. Ronnie Grant will just dribble this one out, and the Friars will win their last home game of the season.
Last home game of the season, the Friars really came out and performed tonight. 70-41 win over the Kellenberg Firebirds tonight.
Tyrone Lyons putting on another show for the crowd, and just an overall great team performance.
Amazing team performance, amazing performance by the guys coming off the bench and getting it done, putting some more points up on the board, demonstrating their abilities and what they're going to be contributing to the team next year when the starting five graduate. Just an amazing show by the team in general. But individual performances, Tyrone Lyons played amazing tonight. Antonio Lopez had a game for himself. Armani Green coming off the bench, he also played amazing. It was just a great showing all around by the St. Anthony's offense, defense, everything.
Next game for the Friars will be against St. Dominic's. That should be a good one. But for today's live stream, I'm Jared Veluzzi.
And I'm Ken Jeffries.
And we'll see you next time.
Have a great night.
Should I keep this on or should I just start hanging up? Should I just start hanging up?
Stay down there. Stay. Coming down. Get to
Again, if you think like we could record the game and like put it on the website to see afterwards, we'll commentate it like maybe at the meeting on Thursday. Like when we come back from break, the next meeting we have, like we commentate over the game, like although it already happened, and like we post that on the website, like a little post-game commentary. I gave
Your team had a large lead going into the half. Is there anything you told them to keep them motivated?
Well, yeah, we were trying to work on some different things that we're gonna, maybe try to use later on. So, yeah, we want them to play hard coming out in the third quarter, and it was great to get everybody involved, and it was just a good night altogether.
Are there any expectations going into the game? Since your last meeting with Kellenberg, your team won by over 20 points.
Always later in the season, teams get better, and we just wanted to make sure the guys stayed focused, and we could see them in the playoffs next week, and this is something we got to do is just stay focused every game.
Thank you, Coach Logano. I'm Dario Racine, Friar Scoreboard.
Good job, kid.
Thank you. How's the question? Mr. Claus, should I mention the prompt? I don't feel.
You want me to back up?
Everything seems to be falling for you tonight on offense. Is there anything in particular that led to this performance?
Just be finishing strong, cutting to the basket, running the floor. That was probably the biggest, or the easiest way for me to score tonight. So that's probably the answer.
You racked up a numerous amount of rebounds tonight, offensively and defensively. How did this performance help lead to a team victory?
Rebounding is a big key. Just pursuing the ball, trying to figure out where it's going to fall off on the rim. It creates a break for us. It's easier for my teammates to score, and that's how we rebound.
Congratulations on the proposal after the game. Must be a big night for you, on and off the court. How does it feel?
It feels great.
Thank you, Tyrone. I'm Dario Racine, Friar Scoreboard. I shall.